Okay, this video is going to be awesome because we've gotten a lot of the more boring stuff out of the way. We've set up our domain, we've paid for a hosting plan, we've gotten a decent understanding of what Bluehost is, I've given you a navigational idea of how WordPress works. That's more technical stuff. We want to, well, I don't know, for me personally at least, I think what's a lot more fun is focusing on branding and designing and building actually. And that's what we're going to start doing now. I'm going to start giving you a recommendation that has been a complete game changer for me. So the way that it used to be a couple years ago on WordPress was when you made your site, the theme that you chose was crucial. Not only from a coding perspective, but from a perspective of it just dictated the entire look of your site. Those days are over. That's why when I said on Bluehost you had to pick your theme, I was like, I don't really worry about it too much because there's plenty of workarounds for it later. It's still important to choose a nice theme. Don't choose a shit theme. But you're not going to be enslaved to what that theme can and cannot do because of drag and drop builder plugins. What is a drag and drop builder plugin? Well, I'm going to get into plugins a little bit more later, but all you need to know about a plugin is that a plugin is something that you can buy or that is free that makes your website better. There's free plugins, there's paid plugins, but they're just things that you use that you plug into your website that improves your website. Drag and drop is something that I'll show you in just a second. So let's look at dityourdesk.com. Let's look at our homepage. It is a beautiful homepage, right? It's minimal, it's got nice branding, the colors look good, there's interactive buttons, and there's interactive blog posts and stuff, the blog feeds right there. Like more or less, I'm not just tooting my own horn, this is a freaking beautiful website. This website wasn't done by a professional. It wasn't done with some intricate coding system. It was done by me personally with the help of one of our developers, but I didn't need his help. But just to be completely transparent, there was somebody else who was engaged in this process with me. But I've done plenty of things on Thrive completely by myself, and that's what the surprise is. Boom, Thrive themes. So this is a plugin, a paid plugin, not free, but paid. And by using this plugin, I was able to create websites that look like this. Now here's the deal. I'm not recommending Thrive to you. Thrive is an amazing program. We still use it. I'm going to continue to use it on Ditch Your Desk, but I'm going to recommend something else to you, and I'll tell you what it is in just a second. But before I do, let me show you some websites that I have actually made using this other program. Perfect. So this other program, actually I'll just go ahead and spoil it right now, is called Elementor. The reason why I bring up Elementor is for a few reasons. A, I think it's superior in every way to Thrive. B, it's just easier to use. And C, there's a free version which is awesome. So let's take a look at some of these websites that have been done by my actual students. So this is a friend of mine who I gave some coaching to, who has a dentist technician, and she single-handedly created this entire website by herself with using Elementor's free version. So as you can see, it's a beautiful, nice website that completely does what she needs it to do, done 100% for free. Diving Squad, this is another person who website done on Elementor. It's beautiful. Soul Violin Studio, this is a friend of mine in Colombia who I helped coach through her process of making her website. Yet again, done on Elementor, the free version. And this is my website, Nomads Nation. Now, I just did a relaunch recently where it wasn't on Elementor, but I was seeing how my other students were doing this and how good they were doing. So I did it myself, and yet again, an entire website that I built using Elementor. I do use the paid version. We'll get into the money and the finances of it later, but it's fantastic. And if you look at, the site that we had earlier, there's nothing that you need to read. It's 100% customizable is the whole thing. And I know that sounds confusing, so what I'm going to do is show you exactly what I am talking about. All right, so I'm going to give you a little playthrough to show you exactly why Elementor is so awesome. So right now I'm in the back end of Nomads Nation, which is my digital nomad resource blog. We're going to go ahead and add a page. Now, like I said, I have the paid version of Elementor on this right now. So you're going to be seeing the paid version, which is, by the way, it's only $69 a year. So it's not like it costs that much, but there is a free version as well, which I'll show you a bit as well. Let's see. So this is a test with Elementor. So let's say you made a new page. Let's say we want to make your first homepage for your new site. What you do is you give it a title, and we'll go ahead and edit it with Elementor. This is going to take a second to load. Okay, and voila, here we have Elementor. Now, Earlier, you may have remembered that I called Elementor a drag and drop content builder. What does that mean, drag and drop? It means this. You literally drag things and drop it in, and then you edit those things. So this is my heading. Do you see how beautiful and easy that is and how beautiful it looks? Elementor is a complete and utter game changer. There's some things you have to learn, like for instance right now we have 2 titles, which is annoying, and I was like, how do I change that? And then it took me to realize, wait, how do I change that? Actually, see, there's things that I forget as well. Boom, right there, so you have to like hide title. So there's little things that you have to learn, but once you get the general idea of it, of how to use this drag and drop builder, it's amazing. So let's say we wanted to put, let's see, a nice big image up there. Let's see. The image is going to be, let's see, what images do I have back here? Let's see, I want to add that image in there. And it's just what this allows you to do. So there's little subtle things like the ability to add a shadow. So see right here, there's no shadow. We're gonna go ahead and click this and boom, you have that little bit of shadow. These little design things go a long, long way. And as I mentioned, like, I'm not gonna sit here and actually build an entire page in its entirety, but there's just all these things that you can use. There's images, text editor, buttons, videos, dividers, spaces, Google Maps, icons. I am such a sucker for icon, and there's millions of icons that you can have, and these are all for free. There's no better plugin in the entire world than Elementor. Now here's the thing though, the free version and the paid version are going to be different. So what they do is, it's called a freemium business model. They'll give you basically access to half this stuff. So you'll be able to use navigational menu, but animated headline you won't be able to use. That'll be locked. So, but like I said, my friend who did Beacon Dental Laboratory, she did this completely using the free version. And oh yeah, same thing with the Soul Violin Studio one. So these are websites and pages that have been built using the free version of Elementor. Do I recommend paying for the real version? Absolutely, it's not even a competition. Like, the access to those other tidbits of things are what it's all about. But look at how beautiful this is. I mean, they're still really well put together with the icons and the buttons and all this stuff, all this fancy cool things, and she made all these different pages. So let's see. She put like her about page, this bio page right here, La Profe. So you can see that you can really design something really nicely with Elementor. I can't recommend it enough. Both of these websites are done with the free version. You absolutely have to check it out, because let me take it even a step further for you, okay? So let's say you want to make your homepage. You're like, there's all this drag and drop stuff. I don't know what to do. Psst. First of all, we're going to change the page layout. I believe will be a cooler one. Perfect. So see what this just did? What Elementor just did was took over the entire page and gave you a blank canvas. Hence the page layout is called Elementor Canvas. Now look at this. Let's take it even a step further. This is where Elementor goes from whoa to holy shit. Click the add template. And with Elementor, you get all these amazing, beautiful, well-designed templates that you can just use. And by templates, I mean an entire page template. So you want a home page, type in home, and they literally have all of these home pages for you. Let's say you're starting a working out blog, you can literally just take this entire template that Elementor has done for you for free and just fill in the parts that you need filled in. Okay, so it did take a second to load, but now that we're here, you can look at exactly what Elementor is offering. Anytime you want to close the little menu, you can just do so with that button, and boom. Elementor has given you an entire page that you can completely use and customize yourself. Like, this is literally all laid out for you. That's if you have a workout blog. But the thing is, there's so many different templates that you can use. Let's say, you don't want any of these. Let's just start with a new one. So, but you want a home page. There's all these different home pages. There's all these different, let's see, you want an about page. I think they do about templates. Perfect. So about pages, all the templates are laid out for you. So as opposed to going into this and having to do it by scratch and just drag and drop everything over one bit at a time and teach yourself, you can just take these pre-done professional templates and do them yourself. But wait, it gets better. Let's say you don't even want to do a page because you want to drag and drop it yourself, but you want a little bit of extra help. So like, I feel like These page templates give you an entire page, which is a lot of help. But let's just say you want a little bit of help. Then you go to the blocks. The blocks are awesome because what these are like smaller parts of a page that you can just add in yourself. So let's say you're doing a blog post and at the end you want to add an FAQ. Look at how sexy these FAQs are. They're sexier than anything I'd be able to do. So this goes for just little design stuff. Let's see, it goes for about pages. Like, let's say you had a product right here. I mean, if you just look at this, the power of this program is absolutely insane. I just love scrolling through it and looking at all of it. Like, imagine something like this. Okay, so for instance right here, this is a good explanation of the pro version. So if you wanted to use this like at the bottom of your blog post, like let's say as your about page, imagine instead of realism it says your name and it says like your bio and this is a beautiful picture of you. If you don't have the pro version, see right there it says pro, you can't use that block. You could use this one, you could use this one, but you can't use this one, can't use this one. So that's how the freemium business model works. And if you can afford the $69 a year, I can't recommend it enough. So to summarize, Elementor kicks ass. You don't need it. There's also Thrive Themes. There's Divi. There's some Beaver one. There's a lot of other programs. I've just found that Elementor I think is the best one because I've been reading the most about it. They have the most committed team of developers on the market and they're just crushing it right now. They're literally showing up everywhere. I love it. And if you look at these sites, Nomads Nation, like I said, I just relaunched this. Everything is built on Elementor. It's sleek, it's clean, it's fun, it's fast, and it's super easy. But yeah, that's my design hacks for WordPress, is using some sort of program like this because it'll just take your design and once you understand how to use the program, your ease of use with everything so much faster and so much easier. Also, talking about fast and easy, in the next video I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do with Elementor, not just on a page by page basis, but on a post by post basis.